First things first, here is a very detailed drawing of me. I am a fucking idiot. I played through Ratchet and Clank in preparation for Rift Apart, then deleted all of the goddamn footage by accident. So I will instead treat you to trailer footage. I'll still be speaking as if it's a normal video, but I just can't use my own footage because I'm a donor. Right, into the video. Okay, look, hear me out. You've probably seen the title and may be a little confused, but once I have infected you with my magical persuasive powers, you will fully understand where I'm coming from. Ratchet and Clank is a great game. So is Doom. And they're much more similar than you probably think they are. With that in mind, join me as we explore why Ratchet and Clank reminds me of Doom. Right, so, firstly, let's talk about a negative that they share. They both have bad stories. Wait, no, that's probably unfair. They both have stories that I didn't care about. In Doom, you're just the Doom guy, killed demons, bang! In Ratchet and Clank, I haven't seen the film, which probably doesn't help, but I just did not care about any of it. If you're a subscriber to the channel, then you'll know I love stories in games. Story-driven games are definitely my cup of tea. But in this, I just wanted to get back into the gameplay. But oh lord, the gameplay. My favourite aspect was the weapons. There is so much variety. In fact, it was kinda overwhelming in a good way. You have a weapon for every single encounter or need, and it makes you think on your feet. You subconsciously figure out which weapons work best against which enemies, and rotate your arsenal accordingly. If you watched my Doom Eternal video last year, which you should have, then this might sound familiar, because it is exactly the same concept. You enter a new area, and you examine the battlefield. You have a look at which enemies are in front of you, and plan your attack. You know the most efficient order of taking them out, which enemies are the priorities, which you can leave until last. You know how best to use your ammo. Pull out this weapon for that enemy. Switch it out. Throw a grenade. You're getting swarmed. Use the disco ball. Unleash ammo on the dancing scrubs. Then they're all dead. You scrounge for ammo and you move on to the next room. Disco ball aside, you can't tell which game I'm talking about because the approach is basically the same in terms of enemy design. We see many games such as Marvel's Avengers, which absolutely sucks by the way, where the weapon design and the enemy design aren't linked together at all. But if you want satisfying combat, then they need to be. Every enemy was designed with a certain weapon in mind. Or it could be the other way around, I don't know, I didn't make the game. But they're too closely connected for it to just be a coincidence. They're either incredibly talented developers or incredibly lucky developers. And given Insomniac have a track record of developing fantastic games where the player's attacks all work best against certain enemies, i.e. Spider-Man and Sunset Overdrive, I'm going to go with the farmer. Plus Ratchet and Clank has a weapon that turns your enemies into sheep, so I think we all know, there's a bit of quality here. Boss fights! These boss fights are awesome. I obviously have no footage of them because stupid, but they were a blast. They were always combined with the perfect degree of difficulty whilst not becoming too frustrating. They usually added a unique spin to the gameplay. There was the one where you had to boost around on your jetpack, which was one of my favourite moments of the game. There was the one on that ship thing where I had to use everything I had in my arsenal, all the ammo from every weapon I had. Then there's the final boss, which I thought was awesome, with you having to fly around the arena to whittle its health down. Expert boss design, really looking forward to what they can do with Rift Apart in this regard. Doom Eternal does this in a similar, less effective way as the bosses are much rarer and not really as strong. The final boss in Doom Eternal was so infuriating for me, I just couldn't figure out what to do, but again, stupid. One thing I didn't enjoy were Clank sections. They just completely slowed the game down, which may very well have been the point for pacing reasons, but that doesn't excuse the boredom that comes with it. They're more puzzle focused, but they're not hard. You don't really need to think, and I'm dumb as hell, as you already know. Stupid! I suck at puzzle games, so if I didn't struggle, I doubt anybody else will. Doom Eternal was one of my favourite games of 2020. Ratchet and Clank is one of my favourite games of 2016, though I didn't play it in 2016. Shut up! They share many similarities in regards to enemy design, weapon design, arena style combat, and poor storytelling, and they both make for fantastic games. If you like either of these games, I'd strongly recommend trying out the other one, because I think you'd like them. You may think they're nothing alike due to the differentiation in art style, but they may have more in common than you'd think, and that is why Ratchet and Clank reminds me of Doom Eternal. thank you for making it to the end of the video. Sorry again for the, stupid in terms of the footage. I hope the video wasn't too difficult to watch, but for now, that's all from me. If you enjoyed the video, then please still leave a like, as it would be greatly appreciated. And if you want to see more content from me, then make sure to subscribe, as I upload videos just like this one, with my own footage, every single Friday. Have a nice day, and goodbye.